everybody, and welcome to the show today. This is Monday, May 4th. We're checking in on our physical challenge that we have going on. We have two challenges, actually. The first one is the Wim Hof 40-day challenge. Now, if you don't know what that is, the 40-day challenge for the Wim Hof Method is one that we just kind of joined in on his challenge. It's not my challenge, it's his. And what that calls for, as you can see, day 1 through 10, you're doing 3 rounds of breathing plus a 30-second cold shower. On days 11 through 20, you bump that up to 3 rounds of breathing and a 1-minute cold shower. Days 21 through 30, 4 rounds of breathing, a 1.5-minute cold shower, and where we are, 31 through 40, 5 rounds of breathing plus a 2-minute cold shower, and that cold shower can be done at any time during the day. If you haven't ever heard of Wim Hof, this is an awesome documentary that is fantastic about telling you just who he is, what he does, and it's really cool. Watch this for just a second. This is him swimming under the ice.
It's cold. You could say that. I think of the cold as a noble force. It's just helping me. It's training me. It's bringing me back to the inner nature the way it was meant to be. And this a way I do not only endure the cold, I love the cold.
That's Wim Hof. He's doing his breathing technique right there. It's allowed him to set world records and be able to go under the ice. What we saw right away was him swimming under the ice for a world record. Ended up freezing his eyeball, and it caused him all kinds of problems. But the fact is that he's been able to do some amazing things. Everything that he does is backed by science. All kinds of laboratories and universities have studied him and the effects on his breathing method on the autonomic immune system, as well as many other things. For me personally, I find that it is a great form of meditation, clears my head, gets me started in a great way. I do it before workouts, and it just gets me primed and ready to go. So all the other benefits, ancillary, happy to have them, want to do them. But the main reason for me is that it clears my head. So hopefully you've been following along with this 40-day challenge. We're on the home stretch, and that's fantastic. So if you are, love to hear from you. Send me an email, podcast@saltwaterexperience.com. We're also doing another challenge, and that is the 100-day burpee challenge. And the 100-day burpee challenge is something that is a challenge that helps us to increase our discipline, work on our discipline, and do something every single day that you really might not want to do. If you don't know what a burpee is, it's very simple. You've basically fall to the ground and get back up and jump and clap overhead. This is me doing 100 burpees. And so what you're doing is you're just going down to a push-up position, pushing up, coming up overhead and jumping. Now, as you do this exercise, you get fatigued very, very quickly. So doing a lot of them at once is a really good workout. Just 100 burpees is one of my favorite workouts. What we're doing is we're adding a single burpee every single day. So on day 1, we did 1 burpee. On day 2, 2 burpees. On day 3, 3 burpees. We are at day 34. That means we've done 595 burpees to date. So if you wanted to get started on this challenge and complete the rest of it with us, you could easily do 595 burpees before tomorrow, and tomorrow you would do 35 burpees. So you can work on that and get started if you want to, or just pick it right up at 35. Pick it up at 35. Don't worry about the other 595, and just finish out this challenge with us. Tomorrow will be 35 burpees. The next day, 36 burpees. And we go all the way to a 100 burpees for the challenge. So hopefully you're doing that as well. You can see that I'm getting pretty tired real quick here. And by the end, they start looking a little bit different. But the interesting thing about this challenge for me is that I've done a 100 burpee workout many, many, many times. And it wasn't until I started to do the Wim Hof breathing method that my time went from, I basically dropped about a minute and a half on my time, just doing nothing else, no changes other than doing the breathing and the cold water. And somehow it translated into athletic performance. So, interesting. If you're interested in trying it, jump in this challenge with us. You can just jump in at the end, and you can find all kinds of directions, descriptions in the April challenge article that I wrote, which will be linked into the show notes. So you can get that. You can figure it out. You can also go and find the Wim Hof Vice documentary, which is what we were just watching the very beginning of. And it is incredible. You can see him doing all kinds of stuff, walking up a mountain in the snow, getting, doing all kinds of crazy things with other people. Let me see if I can find something really kind of cool where they're getting in the cold water, and you can see a little bit of that too. But Wim Hof is a very interesting character. I encourage you to watch that, and I encourage you to jump into this challenge. Hopefully you are in it with us, and if not, then we'll have another challenge next month. But we're going to finish up this 100-day burpee challenge first. So that's it for today. Monday motivation, and get in there, get the challenge done, and we will see you tomorrow for a How To Tuesday with Captain Scott Walker again, coming to talk to us about some electronics this time. So this episode, as always, is brought to you by Waypoint TV. You can go to waypointtv.com and find out exactly how you can watch the best outdoor content on any device. We're also brought to you by Barracuda Tackle, makers of the best cast nets on earth. And they're also doing some very good things for the guide community and raising money for guides who are having a hard time during the coronavirus lockdown where they haven't been able to work. So kudos to Barracuda Tackle for that. That's really cool. Happy to have them as a sponsor of this podcast. We're also sponsored by Manscaped. You can go and get the best trimmer known to man. It won't cut you. It took 18 months to design it or redesign it. It's the Lawnmower 3. You can go and use the code TRP for 20% off and free shipping on anything on their website. And we are also brought to you by Hook. Hookgear.com is the place to go and use the code SE30. You can go site-wide, get a 30% discount on anything you want: shoes, rain gear, underwear, t-shirts, just like this one that I'm wearing right now. Softest t-shirt there is. And I go for a Hook t-shirt every single day. It's the softest one that I own. So real happy about that. And you guys can get that 30% off if you go and use the code SE30 at checkout. All right, that's it for today. We will see you tomorrow.